Hi everybody, this is the end of the 5th week, the final week as far as all the official material is concerned. Beginning of this week we already put all the official videos. We're going to do one more thing next week. That's a Google Hangout that's going to be on Thursday the 7th of May at 6 p.m. Leiden time, Dutch time, so that's Central European time. Check that out, you know what that means. Go to the Coursera page, ask questions, and some of my assistants will select some of these questions and contact you, and then we can talk together, and all the rest, everybody else, all the world can watch it. And also actually afterwards, so if at that particular moment you don't make it, you can watch it afterwards on YouTube. And so at least as if you have access to YouTube, you can watch it there. Now this week was a week of politeness, also a week of language change, but politeness evoked a lot of discussion, interesting discussion on the Coursera page. One thread I particularly liked was one about apologies. And then actually many people observed that in our informant videos and also in the videos which are now coming in from you guys, keep them coming, but in those videos people give an apology and then they give some reason. So in the scenario where there's a party and you have to apologize for not having come to the party yesterday, people start giving long lengthy reasons for why I was sick and my baby was crying and I didn't know what to do and I was desperate and I had all these kind of different things. Okay, you give a reason, you give some kind of explanation. What does this explanation mean in terms of face? Well, go to that thread and read it, because there's many things to be said. My personal take is that if you give me an apology, well, then I feel like I have to accept your apology. Accepting your apology threatens my negative face. In what sense? Well, I'm no longer free to be upset with you. So if you just ask me for an apology, that already in itself somehow threatens my negative face, because now I'm forced to do that. But if you give me a reason, a long lengthy reason, all this tragedy happening in your life, that makes it more acceptable for me, right? So that mitigates actually this bad thing of threatening my negative face in that way. Okay, so that's it. Well, there's other threads actually also about face and about politeness, also about the language change, and you can go on. We close at the 11th of May, so there's still some time for discussion and everything. This is also the time now that I want to thank some of you. Those people have been extremely active on our fora, so they have been collected also by my assistants. I'm now going to read those names to you. Philip Duros, Doreen, Theo, May, Swan, David Illick, Christine Donaldson, Neil J. King, Yolanda Schella, Irene M. Richer, somebody who calls himself or herself Huff, Susan Bollotin, and Wilma Jean Morello. I hope I pronounced all your names correctly. Apologies if I didn't. It was just my baby was sick and I was so tired. Okay, I couldn't read them correctly. Sorry for that. Accept my apologies, please. One other name I want to mention is Dimitri Mompolas. His name, Bobolas. He is, I think, our funniest video producer. So he made 2 videos. One of them is for the second peer assignment, so about the politeness stories again, but he made a complete story out of it and he filmed himself twice and he's in this dialogue with himself and there's background music, there's everything, background noise, everything. They're great to see. Check it out, try to find him, Dimitri Bobolas. And also he made another video which is not directly connected to any of the assignments, but I still find it very funny, where he imitates the sounds of many different languages as they are heard by the Greek ear. I don't necessarily hear those languages in the same way. If you speak one of those languages, you're definitely going to be amazed. But so if you want to know how does a Greek listen to you, go to that particular video. Okay, so, well, that's it for this week. Some of you have already done the final exam, some of of you are going to do them, you should know that you have only one attempt in the final exam, so be really prepared. The questions are not all that easy, I think, at least, but some of the people have made them already the final exam in a perfect kind of way, so it is doable. And see you next week.